Most certainly, I'm going to do one more hit on the bowl and I'll put it down. Well, I try not to hit the ball while we're on. I have one rolled if I need it.
Oh, whatever. Whatever.
Well, that's only because my aunt has a tendency to log in.
She don't know by now.
I don't know. She's like 70s or getting close to 80s or something. I'm not sure.
Oh, shish kebab.
Outlaw's a peach. A few seconds ago. Hey, I found us. And play. And where's the expand button? So I get us on the side. Doesn't it do that on this one anymore? What's it?
What?
What did I do wrong? I don't know. I'm on, it says Facebook. That's Facebook. Part 6, now playing. There we go. Hey, Linda's there. Hey, Linda.
Hi, Linda.
Question, my dear. Is that your restaurant or is that one that you worked at that you were playing the tunes at today? Let's see, Sherzy with the Pubaleke and a like. Oh, she gave us a love. Thank you, hon.
Happy birthday! I hope you've been celebrating all weekend, by the way.
Ow. Was that me that went doink doink?
It went what? I
think my headphones just cut off.
Uh-oh.
No. Tube. Ain't you Peach Live? Are you still there, dear? Or did my headphones cut off?
I'm here.
Oops, they cut off.
I'm still trying to share.
Connected.
Sharing is caring.
I love technology. Momento, my sweet
Can you not hear me?
Headset.
Can you hear me? Uh-oh, Lappy. Where'd you go? Lappy, Lappy, Lappy. Oh. Lappy, Lappy, Lappy. Where is Lap? Come on. Almost done. Are you there? I guess you restarted because you're... I'm sitting here talking to you. Uh-oh. Did you leave again? Are you there? Hello? Lap. Lap. I'm almost done. And I'm by myself. Oh, well, I'm starting the music. Hello! As you can tell, Leprechaun's having some issues. I am waiting on him to come back to the chat. Kind of went poofy on us. He declined my meeting. Oh my gosh. Hey, Linda and Debbie, and who else have we got? So I'm watching for him. Dawn. And Leprechaun in the chat. Hi, Sarah. Where, oh, where is he tonight? Well, he will be in here in a minute. I hope. I really don't want to do this by myself. So how's everybody doing? I know it was Linda's birthday this weekend. I remember last weekend it was Debbie's. It's her birthday month. So what did you do for your birthday, Linda? Besides eat rum balls. How'd you like those videos, Debbie? One of these days I'm going to do a podcast for stuff like that. Party last night. Did you get drunk? I know you ate all the rum balls. Oh, God. Oh. A new sink? Is it a big sink? Can you, get up in it? I know on TikTok they're showing a lot of people are climbing up into their sinks and drinking a beer. I'm jealous. I don't know how much I slept because I was awake, asleep, awake, asleep, awake, asleep. It's horrible. I hate it. Oh my goodness, Leprechaun! Where in the world is he? Must be having some major issues. Double stainless steel for my sink. Well, you can put your feet in one side and your butt in the other side. You know what I mean? You never sleep either, Debbie? It takes me forever to get to sleep. And then I wake up and go to sleep. It's like I'm constantly tossing and turning and can't get comfortable. And I can sleep really good when I got something to do. I actually laid down on the couch about 15 minutes before I had to come up and get ready. And I closed my eyes for a few minutes, was sleeping really, really, really good, and my alarm went off. And I had to get up. Leprechaun, are you here? Where are you? I see you. Connecting to audio. That's the longest I've ever seen it take him to connect to audio. Hope we're not going to be in trouble tonight. Oh, me. It takes me forever to fall asleep. I come up about... me and my roommate, we try to turn TV off and we go to bed between 9 and 9:30. And I come up here in my room And I have my little downtime, which is, I know it's probably part of the reason I can't go to sleep, but, I play Yahtzee or different little apps and stuff. And then it takes me about an hour or so to get to sleep. But then I wake up and go to sleep and wake up and go to sleep and wake up and go to sleep the rest of the night. That sucks. But I have my routine. That's the only thing I'm good about is I have my routine. He is having some major issues. Are you there? I see you, but I don't hear you, and I don't see your camera. I know. He's having all kinds of issues. He's taking his computer in tomorrow. But I think he thought that was the audio player that was doing that to him. Well, I will go on and read y'all something about laws while we're waiting on him. It kind of explains what types of laws. I found something that was talking about blue laws. And here he is again. Admit. It's talking about blue laws are laws that are established specifically for certain behavior on Sundays or God's Day. Like the ice cream in your back pocket, which I don't know what that has to do with God's Day, just because it's on a Sunday. I mean, I don't know why anybody would put an ice cream cone in their back pocket on a Sunday or any other day. But it has something to do with upholding the Sabbath. So like in Salem, West Virginia, it's against the law to eat candy less than an hour and a half before church service, which I think was in one of our things. In Winona Lake, Wisconsin, it's illegal to eat ice cream at a counter on Sunday. And don't expect to order a slice of cherry pie a la mode. Has something to do with the ice cream. In Kansas, on the Lord's Day, no restaurant is allowed to serve it unless they're willing to run afoul of local police. What is it they hate about ice cream? I can't figure that out. Oh, and yo-yos are banned on Sundays. And it doesn't say which states. It says a handful of states. And then man's best friend. If you're a dog owner. Let's see.
Yay.
Hear him!
It kept freezing up. I don't know what in the fire truck. I have had the worst computer luck this weekend. Is there something in the air? Is it something I ate?
It's all this rain.
Yeah, I have perturbed some kind of computer gods somewhere off bigly. Oh my gosh.
It's all the rain. It's just bogging down everything. I'm gonna blame it on the rain. Blame it on the rain.
Isn't there a song called "Blame It on the Rain"?
Yes. Yep. Oh my goodness.
Gosh. And the funny thing is, we have been talking until we went to go live.
I know.
We have been talking for like 30 minutes.
I know. Is that not crazy?
Click different tabs,
like
sounders, all that crap.
He's going live. Let's kill it now. Boom.
They did.
I know.
I mean, goodness gracious.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm going to hug my computer with a BFR.
You need to borrow a gun.
Rock.
I know all yours got lost in the boating accident. So
yeah, they sunk tragically. It's such a shame. I mean, I shouldn't have been crossing the Mississippi River in Arizona on that rainy Wednesday, and it's all gone.
Oh, and I'm wearing my favorite shirt. This is in regards to Sleepy Joe's new executive order he's trying to pass. Hang on.
He's always doing something. Oh, you can take it off.
I don't know if you can see it or not with all the hair. and I can't tell if I'm in the view.
Something guns.
Okay.
You're kind
So,
of glary. You'll have to read
let me
it.
get over here. There we go.
When guns are outlawed, I will be an outlaw. There you go. Now, what do your in-laws have to say about that? Does that make them outlaws or?
That's in regard to his stupid wanting to ban guns crap.
Yeah, well, yeah, he only doing what they tell him, you know.
Oh,
They
I
say
know.
Sign it, he signs it.
Well, you saw that
Prost,
picture.
maybe the computer will stay working.
You saw that picture I sent you earlier. Rocky Stutchy in the house.
Hey, Rookie.
No, actually, it's Jamie's got a gun, but Jamie's got a gun too.
There you go.
Jamie's got 2 guns. I need to get more.
Jamie's got a gun. She really shot him in the sun. Yeah. That's terrible. That is terrible. So let's see, we got Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Am I back in the room now?
What a day
again.
Well, you want to do the hello real quick, and we can.
Yeah, then we can actually get on with the show. You did a marvelous job covering for my fat little arse being.
Oh, I don't know about that. I think they were bored to death. I bored them.
No, they love seeing your pretty.
I think they like you better.
Gorgeous red hair. Let's face it, your boobs are a whole lot better looking than my hair.
Yeah, well, considering that other than Stucci right now, it's an all-female thing, and I don't think they really care about. Let's say, what was somebody said something in the chat, in the American Nook chat about boobs.
Boobs? Who's got boobs? Where's boobs? Pictures?
Oh, sure. Breasticles. Yeah, that was it.
Breasticles.
I don't think they care about my breasticles.
Hey, well, there goes the headphones again. Lordy. Everything today is pulling apart. Out. All right, let me do this quick little thingy here. I don't do anything quick, but good evening, my fellow ain't you peachers. Happy Saturday, excluding the computer malfunctions and failures. Golly gee Moses. It's the 100th day with 265 remaining in 2021. Today is National Siblings Day. Yay. Like my sister Jennifer and I think I counted it up today, like 5 brothers. Let's see, myself, Mark, Matt, Stephen, that's with a PH, Brad, and we inherited Troy. So yeah, there's 5 of us that I can think of. And my little sister out in California. Hi, honey. Let's see. And National Sibling Day honors our brothers and sisters. Siblings, they are our best friends or our worst enemies. At times, siblings will provide us with our biggest competition, our strongest encouragement, and definitely remind us of our most embarrassing moments, generally with pictures. It's also National Farm Animals Day. That focuses attention on the humane care of farm animals. Otherwise, you don't get mentioned if you do it inhumanely. Then the SPCA shows up and you get fines and tickets. Anyway, a variety of animals, not the ones roaming the streets in Oregon, have been domesticated and raised on farms for food. They provide eggs, milk, cheese, meat, wool, leather, and other products. Yeah, because isn't it horses' hoofs that they make Jell-O out of? It's also a National Encourage a Young Writer Day. Do you know a young person who has a vivid imagination? Maybe someone who likes to tell stories and reads a lot of books. These may be the signs of a great young writer. It's also National Cinnamon Croissant Day. The croissant-shaped dough is filled with the sugar and the cinnamon and butter, then rolled, shaped, and baked to a golden brown deliciousness. You can add icing for that extra sweet taste. A crescent roll is similar to a croissant. The outside features a light, flaky crust that reveals a warm, buttery inside. The key to a perfect croissant is the laminating the butter dough. Laminating dough is a process by which baudeur is folded into the mixture store and creating multiple thin layers of a butter dough. Fattening. And the one-liner, what cheese can never be yours? Why, nacho cheese, of course. See,
I think I'll have me some nachos when I get off here.
Video, or we don't believe you.
I'll take a picture and post it on Facebook.
Oh, God, Linda says she's starting up again after the show. Party hardy here. I got rum with you, baby.
Oh,
hey,
God.
What's up there? We got bodies in the room.
Yeah, Jeff.
Mr. Mojo Jedi.
Oh, me.
May the force be with you. Or as the case may be, may the 410 be with you. So today's actually like a shotgun day. I thought about calling it that, but I didn't know if everybody would catch the joke. Shotgun 410.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Yeah,
maybe not. Okay, well, I have 50 things, and I'm not going to read them all, that you won't believe are banned in the United States.
Uh-oh.
Y'all ready for this?
Just in the United States or everywhere? Yeah. Can you guys believe we're working on episode 6 of these silly ass laws? And we're not even sure we're going to get done with them tonight.
We're not even sure if we're repeating stuff, to be quite honest.
Well, I do have, what is that? CRS, short attention span disorder.
Yeah. Now I know we did something about bear. I know last week I said something about not waking up a sleeping bear. Okay, well in Alabama,
right?
In Alabama, you can't wrestle with a bear. Again, why would you want to wrestle with a bear?
Now, are you bear, or is the bear that you're wrestling? Does it say? Or can you only be bear to wrestle a bear?
Well,
and if you are, you better pray that sucker ain't got no claws, or your twigs and berries are going to be crunched and munched.
I have no idea. It also says in here that silly string is illegal. Like the confetti in Alabama.
Silly string. Okay.
You know that stuff you spray in the can?
I thought you said beads or something. But something else.
It says no wrestling with a bear, and then it says that silly string is also illegal. What the two have in common, I don't know. That should be illegal.
They will probably, if you use them in conjunction with each other. I mean, most people use bear spray, pepper spray, but I suspect if you use silly string, that bear gonna wrestle you, and you will win a Darwin Award.
That might be true.
Your gene pool will cease at that point.
Well, I'm assuming that apparently it used to be a thing in Alabama to do bear wrestling matches.
I can believe that. Well, now, don't they do that in Florida with gators? Don't they have gator wrestlers? It's the same kind of thing. I don't think it's like.
I'm not 100% sure, but it's a possibility. I mean, it is Florida.
Right. I don't think it would be like the donkey shows in Tijuana. So.
Heck if I know.
I have never seen one, so I don't know.
Don't know. I just know it's
all right.
You're not allowed to wrestle with a bear. Okay, in Alaska, and this one I don't understand exactly. You can't carry a bow and arrow. Now, don't they have bow season
there? One would think so, but maybe they mean, Tonto or Chief Running Horse or one of those guys. You can't go running around like William Tell,
I don't know. It just says it's illegal. This is in Nome, Alaska. It's illegal to carry a bow and arrow when, generally speaking, bow and arrow. I can't even talk. But generally speaking, bow and arrow hunting is permitted in the state. So how are you going to bow and arrow hunt or bow hunt if you can't carry your bow and arrow?
Well, maybe you have to get a porter to carry it for you. Maybe you can't carry it, but they can.
It's okay for you to carry it, but I can't carry it. So here, you carry it over here where I'm going to shoot this deer. Yeah. Or actually something bigger.
Porter, boy. Or no, I guess up there would be Nanook. But now can you walk around town with a harpoon? Because, I mean, they have Eskimos and they hunt whales.
I don't know. I'm sure if it is, we'll find it somewhere.
In one of our multiple episodes.
Right. One of our, maybe about the 50th episode. Okay, in Arizona, apparently you can't camel hunt.
Oh, man. You can't hunt from the back of a camel, or you can't hunt camels under rocks?
The hunting of camels is prohibited.
Oh. So then by putting a box with a bunch of corn under it and a stick and, hiding off behind the tree, pull the cord, you can't catch camels. Okay.
No idea. I didn't know there were any camels in Arizona, to be quite honest. Okay.
Well.
What?
At one point, the U.S. Army, way back in the 18-ish hundreds, kind of, thought that the desert animal would actually be quite beneficial in the deserts of the Southwest. So they did bring some over and try them out. Instead of having cavalry, there were camelry, which is the same thing as cavalry. But yeah, it didn't work out real well.
So I'm curious.
Go.
Outside of a zoo, when's the last time someone saw a camel live somewhere in Arizona that wasn't captive, wild, in the wild?
Right.
When's the last time somebody saw one?
Whenever carnivals used to come to town, they'd always have some kind of critter. They used to have camel rides all the time.
Well, no, I'm talking about out in the wild. Out in the wild in Arizona. When's the last time someone actually saw a camel in the wild?
Is that before or after they were eating the peyote buttons?
I have no idea.
Afterwards, probably quite a few. Beforehand, I don't know what they did with them. I don't know if the military let them loose in their own little thingy, or they, turned them into camel steaks. I don't know.
Huh. Interesting.
I know not the disposition. I just know that they attempted it at one point.
Okay, well, in Arkansas, apparently if you're sitting in front of the sandwich shop, you're not allowed to honk your horn.
You mean there's no curb service at the sandwich shop? It's not like going to Sonic?
Well, it says after 9 p.m. it's illegal to honk your horn in front of a sandwich shop.
Oh. Well, how do you tell little Cindy Lou that it's time to go and your ride's here?
Hell if I
know. That's crazy.
Okay, and this one really blows me away, especially with what's going on right now. Okay, listen very closely.
Once you can breathe again, tell us.
In California, you can't wear a mask or other disguise.
Okay, so what's Lucy got to do with it? Oh, that's right. It's diamonds. Yeah.
No, I said this one blows me away because of what's going on right now.
Precisely. Yeah, you can't be disguised, but yeah, I'm not even. No, I can't help you. I'm sorry. No amount of logic, dislogic.
In Colorado, you can't throw a missile at a car.
But anything that you throw is considered a missile, whether it's a baseball, a rock, a board, frisbee, I would imagine, even though it's circular and spinning, it's still considered a missile when you hurl something. So you can't throw anything at cars.
Heck if I know. Okay,
that doesn't sound bad.
I don't know if any of y'all live in Connecticut, But apparently in Connecticut, you're not allowed to kiss on Sunday.
Ooh. Huh. No kissing.
No kissing.
So you just walk up and do the deed. No, nothing in between. Just walk. Wham, dang. Okay, I'm done on a Sunday. That's terrible.
Let's see. Florida. In 2013, they made it where you cannot do. There's no more internet cafes. They got rid of them.
Yep, Debbie, no foreplay. That's for sure.
Had something to do with the illegal gambling that was going on. I was down there in 2013. I do not remember that. I remember the casino,
right.
But I don't remember ever seeing an internet cafe. That's weird.
Well, what were they playing in there? I mean, online betting, I guess?
I'm assuming that was what it was they were online betting instead of going to the actual casino. I always went to the casino.
Right.
I have no idea, but it said they shut down 1,000 internet cafes in Florida.
Ooh.
Oh, here's my state. Yay!
Okay.
It's illegal
Confusion,
to buy.
right?
It's illegal to buy sex toys in Sandy Springs. Any device designed or marketed as useful primarily for the stimulation of the human genital organs is obscene material and therefore prohibited. Oh, and by the way, for all of you down in Texas, a similar law was apparently overturned in Texas. So y'all can buy them. We can't. Well, I don't live in Sandy Springs, so I don't have to worry about it. In fact, I think there's a sex shop about 5 miles from me.
I think. So you.
It's close to. It's like between me
just
and
right
the
down
interstate.
the road. They take plastic, I'm guessing, or is it cash only?
Yeah, they take credit cards.
Oh, okay.
They actually
but
sell
you think
bongs.
It's down the road.
They sell bongs and stuff like that too. So I mean, I've been in there before, but yeah.
And bought some vibrating
I'm not
glass.
telling.
Okay. Yeah. Vibrating bong. All right. I've heard a lot of things before, but
in Hawaii, you can't text and walk. You get fined anywhere.
And chew bubble gum at the same time, so that's no
well.
biggie.
You'll get fined anywhere from $15, and it goes up to $99 for multiple violations. Supposedly, they have over 1,100 injuries a year from people, I guess, walking into the
poles or trees.
Yeah.
Or, hey, Mikey.
Okay, and this will be my last one for right now. Is in Idaho, and no, I'm not the hoe. You can't be in the same house.
Oh, you're free. Okay.
You can't be in the same house with someone with. You can't be in the same house as someone who is smoking pot. What if you're smoking the pot? You can't be in the same house.
How do you, it makes it really hard to share. Oh, you just go outside, I guess. You can't be in the same house. Didn't say you couldn't be in the backyard.
Apparently, if you get caught on the premises where marijuana is being used, you can be fined up to $300 and sentenced for 90 days in jail, or both.
Oh, my goodness. Debbie says that they don't let you walk into the homeless when you're texting, or you'll walk into the homeless while you're texting.
Y'all are crazy.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Okay, well, let's see. Do we want laws? Some more laws. How about some driving laws for a change? We've been doing all kinds. Let's see. Heading across the street, around the country, speed limit, yada, yada. Alabama. This might sound obvious, but Alabama wants to make sure that drivers are clearly, you can see clearly. You can't drive with a blindfold. Yeah, in Arkansas, check your horn. Little Rock, Arkansas is strict and specific when it comes to motorists honking their horns. In 1938, it established that you can be penalized for honking after 9 p.m. See, here's your coffee shop and cold beverage stands. That's the rest of it. That's the one you just did. California, bathroom fashion and not allowed. California has a dress code when it comes to women behind the wheel. It's actually illegal for a woman to drive wearing a bathrobe. So take that puppy off and let them babies get the sunshine. Didn't say you couldn't drive nude. You just can't drive with your
What in the
bathrobe
hell's a
on.
bathrobe got to do with your driving?
I've known a lot of moms that have thrown a bathrobe on over their jammies and run rats to school.
I know, but what is that going to make you drive worse than you normally do?
Well, it did specify females, so that kind of already
What if a man gets
implies.
in the freaking car with his house robe on? I mean, I don't
I
wear a
guess he's
house robe
okay.
myself, but you know.
Yeah, this one says when it comes to women, illegal for women to wear a bathrobe while driving.
That's prejudice. Oh, God.
Let's see, Colorado anti repetition. Say what? Let's see. Don't get lost in town of Westminster, Colorado, or even cruise aimlessly within a small area. Quote, it shall be unlawful for any person to operate a motor vehicle or as an owner of a motor vehicle to permit its operation past a traffic control point 3 times in the same direction within a 3-hour period during the hours of 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. Wow, Westminster don't want you cruising. So
we
in
used
other
to do
words,
that all the time.
Oh, hell yeah. When I was in high school, that's all we would do. The streets was lined with people. How come people don't do that anymore? Well, I guess nowadays they'd all get shot.
Well, we used to have a steak and shake.
Okay. And it got burned down?
No, it's still there. And then across the street, up a little ways, we had a little, not a mall like they are now where they're huge. It was a smaller mall.
Right, strip mall.
And people would hang out in both of those parking lots. So, and then there, if you went about 2 more miles up the road, there was a little strip, like a shopping strip. So
Right.
you would go there, and then you would go up to that one and sit for a few minutes, and then you'd come back down, go to the Steak and Shake, and then you'd leave the Steak and Shake and go. I mean, it was literally all night long. You were doing that.
For us, it was on Valley Boulevard. You'd cruise. There was a big mall down there, and the one corner store on this side was Zodi's. So you'd cruise through Zodi's parking lot, down Valley, through and around behind the burger place, and then back down. I mean, that was the strip. He's either parked, walking, or you're doing that cruise. Everybody. I mean, that's just.
I was lucky because one of the girls that I hung out with, who was my neighbor across the street, me and her sister were best friends, and her sister was old enough to drive, so she would drive and we would ride. And her dad was a policeman there in that area. Right. So all the policemen knew who they were. So they stopped us every once in a while and would like give us a little bit of shit, but then they'd say, "Get your ass home."
That's funny. Oh, let's see. In Sean State, Illinois, in Jesus, Take the Wheel is the heading. It says, it would seem difficult to drive a car without a steering wheel, but the town of Decatur, Illinois is prepared for just such an event. The town made it illegal to drive without a steering wheel, in case you needed reminding that controlling interface is important.
I think that would be kind of hard to do.
Well, yeah. Unless you had a T-bar in it, that would really screw them up.
You mean one of those where you hold
where it looks like a control panel, one of those little steering things for your video games, it comes up and has just a little,
But wouldn't
I've
that
seen those
still be
before.
considered a steering wheel, even though it's not round like a steering wheel? I
I
mean,
wouldn't think so.
you still are able to, you know,
Operate and maneuver the vehicle. Right.
right. So,
Unless you had laterals in there or foot pedals. Yeah.
well, yeah, I could understand if you had like levers that you,
Pulled one side, one tires and it
yeah.
pivoted. Yeah. Like on a
Now, see,
Bobcat
my
or an
question is,
APC or
they're making
yes.
that illegal. Why don't they make those cars that go up and down, up and down?
Oh, with the hydraulics in it. Ba-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, dum, dum. Yeah.
Yeah,
Them things will bounce.
I
Well,
know
in
exactly. Isn't
Kansas,
that dangerous? That's a little more dangerous than no steering wheel. Yeah, that's my opinion.
having a car dropped on you would hurt. In Kansas, you can't burn out. Let's see. In their attempt to crack down on street racing, Kansas lawmakers have banned wheel spinning and tire squealing. We should point out that when you rip a burnout, it doesn't matter where you are or specifically their laws, you're likely to attract attention from the police. True.
That's no
When you
fun,
have
though. I mean, if you can't spin your tires, and smoke and, all that stuff coming out, then, hey, I used to do that all the time back in the 80s.
Yep. Now, when we used to have events, guys on their motorcycles would do that.
Mm-hmm.
You have a little L shape that puts that front tire up into that L and just open it maybe up and see how many gears they could get and smoke that tire.
I've seen videos
That's
of people doing
expensive.
that.
Yeah. Let's see. In Maine, it says run on Duncan. In Maine, south of Brenwick, B-E-R-Wick, Brewick. Anyway, it's Maine. Made it illegal to park within 25 feet of its local Dunkin' Donuts. Studying the parking laws, it's clear that the town simply uses a coffee and a donut chain as a reference point for acceptable parking zones on specific street, but still has written into law that sounds very amusing. Okay, so you can't park on the street within 25 feet of a Dunkin' Donuts. I guess you have to keep the lane clear. I don't know.
That's weird.
In Maryland, you have to be polite. Keep your road rage at bay in Rockville, Maryland. Of course, it's a good idea to keep your emotions in check everywhere. You're likely to get shot nowadays.
So, in other words, assholes can't live there.
Yeah, pretty much. In Rockville, you've been given a misdemeanor for getting caught using profanity on a street, highway, or sidewalk where a passerby might hear you.
I'd be ticketed every day.
Pretty much. Oh my gosh. Massachusetts. It is. The state of Massachusetts would like to remind everyone that, contrary to the urban myth, it does not have an official law barring the transportation of a gorilla in your back seat. That said, the state takes animal transportation quite seriously. The law that spurred the popular anti-gorilla carrying myth states no person shall transport an animal in the back of a motor vehicle in a space intended for a load on the vehicle on a public way unless space is enclosed and it has side and rails, racks to a height of at least 46 inches, extending vertically from the floor. The animal is cross-tethered to the vehicle, again, the animal is protected by the secured container or cage, or the animal is otherwise protected in a manner which prevent the animal from being thrown from, falling, or jumping from the vehicle. That's the end of the picture.
So they're not worried about
sentence.
So they're not worried about you driving down the road with this gorilla in your back seat and him attacking you and you losing control of the car and running into another car or a pole or something like that. Over. They're worried about the gorilla being thrown out of the vehicle or something like that.
That particular sentence is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Six.
Okay.
6.5 friggin' lines long. One sentence. That whole thing I read was a sentence. Now there's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 commas, I think. 1, 2, 3, 3. Is that
Rocky!
more than that? Stucci or I?
Rocky with an I. She's over in the YouTube.
Honey. Oh, cool. Let's see. In Minnesota, cleanliness is next to a lawfulness. You might want to rinse off your car before heading into Minnetonka, Minnesota. They're driving around with a dirty, clogged tires or a wheel well stuffed with clods of shredding that filth onto the road is considered a public menace.
All right,
Get
so
in your
wash your car
car.
before you go there, y'all.
And here's Nevada in your camel ban. Okay, see now I told you I do. Here talks about it. In the 1800s, camels were imported to Nevada as the U.S. Army Camel Corps to transport supplies, an initiative that understandably lost steam with the advent of the cart. And needless to say, there are enough of them in the late 19th century that they spurned the battle-born state to place a ban on camels walking on public highways.
But I'm still curious. When is the last time someone saw a live camel somewhere in Arizona in the wild?
Or Nevada. This one's in Nevada. They had them. That's where they were. The U.S. Army Camel Corps.
I still wonder.
And they're showing a picture of the camel walking across the road because it could be Saudi Arabia or it could be Nevada.
I don't know. I'm just curious because I've never heard of anybody seeing a camel walking down the street or out in the woods or in one of those deserts in Arizona or.
Right. Well, I know they still have they have wild Mustangs running around all over the. Well, I don't know how all over,
That's
but
not unusual. A Mustang. I mean, that's a normal thing for the Midwest. But a
well, that's only
camel is
because
not.
the Mexicans brought them over.
But a camel is not. I know, but we're connected to Mexico. So at some point, you see what I'm saying? Where camels had to come across the ocean to get here.
Well, so did the horses. The conquistadors brought them with them.
Oh, I thought you said they came from Mexico.
Well, the conquistadors hit the Incas down in Mexico and the Yucatan, and yeah, migrated north.
Okay.
Let's see. New Jersey. The Garden State won't let you order a personalized vanity plate for your car if you've been busted for a DUI. There's a stipulation on the vanity plate application that you must have a clean record for 10 years before you can apply for one. So you can't get I'm smashed again, I guess, if you just had your last DUI. Here's one for New York. Make sure you're fully dressed and plan to stay that way before getting into your car in Sag Harbor, New York. It's illegal to disrobe in your car. We should point out that it technically doesn't rule out in-car intimacy, but it does inject the need for some creativity to the process.
If you're being intimate in your car and you want
Keep
to
your
have
clothes
sex, you just uncover the areas and that's it, right?
Zipper rash.
You can't take the rest of your clothes off, but you can expose.
That's the way it sounds. Said point out that this technically doesn't rule out in-car intimacy. So you just have to keep most everything covered up. But oh man, them zippers would hurt. I would think. Let's see, Oregon.
Very interesting.
Oregon. Whether you're loading or unloading people or cargo from your vehicle in Oregon, be quick about it. You can be fined for leaving your car door open for an excessive amount of time. Well, who's to say what's excessive?
So if you get out of a car, your mom is dropping you off at school, and you get out of the car, and then your mom wants to talk to you. Close that damn door first.
You pretty much.
Yeah.
It's just excessive, it says. Where's this one? Rhode Island. When passing another vehicle, drivers in Rhode Island are required to honk their horns. Failure to do so could get you a ticket. No honk, no pass. Honk, honk, pass your ass.
Can you imagine sitting on the side of the road in like a straight strip where cars generally pass at? I mean, the honking going on, you know? Honk, honk.
Beep, beep, road runner.
That's funny.
And where's this one? South Carolina. Says, don't get trashed. Do you consider yourself a neat freak? You're good to go in Hilton Head, South Carolina, where it is against the law to store trash in your car. Oops.
I know a lot of people that would be in
Think
big
about
trouble.
Doc's car. He could never go there.
Yeah. I mean, I keep a bag in my car and I put trash in it. But I've seen people that literally, they have to like clean the car out just to let a passenger get in. So.
True. So you have an old bag in your car?
Like I have a bag, like a grocery bag or something.
Oh, grocery bag. I thought you said you had an old bag in there.
No, like, I'm just saying I have a bag that I put my garbage in. And then I throw the bag out when it gets full.
Oh, man, you throw the old broad out when she gets old.
Yeah. Isn't that what they generally do with old bags?
The lady doesn't mind? It's so terrible.
Guess not. She just eats up the garbage.
There you go. That was my last driving one. If you wish to do some. I think we got like 12-ish minutes or less.
Yeah, I better look. Oh, wow. Let's do the things that are going to hatch. Yeah, let's do them real quick.
Okay. The cicadas.
Yeah, that's it. Go ahead, Mikey. I know you're going to make fun because I couldn't say it.
Cicadas. Starting sometime this month or next, so April, May, billions, and I do mean billions, of cicadas will emerge after 17 years underground in dozens of U.S. states, from New York to Illinois, all the way south to northern Georgia. Let's see, hot spots include Indiana, Ohio, Tennessee, Maryland, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Ohio, and Tennessee. Kentucky's in the middle of that. I guess they got missed. I don't know. And this group of cicadas is known as Brood-X. That's Roman numeral 10. And among the geographically, they're the largest of the 17-year periodic cycles. Man, could you imagine pulling a Rip Van Winkle for 17 years?
No.
Wow. And it says, when will they exactly pop out of the ground? Doesn't know. The timing varies by location, says a West Virginia University biologist, Matt Kaysen. Let's see. They are ready, but waiting for the soil to warm up enough. The ideal soil temperature for cicadas is about 64 degrees. The mid-Atlantic region that usually comes. Yeah, it's a bug.
I know. I said they're ugly little bugs.
They're not little. They're huge and noisy.
Well, they're ugly bugs.
He says they pop about the third week of May, but it could be sooner or maybe a little later. And for about 6 weeks after they emerge, woods and neighborhoods will ring with their buzzing mating calls. After the cicadas mate, each female will lay hundreds of eggs in tree branches. Then the adult cicadas will croak. When the eggs hatch, the new cicada nymphs, before they're fully grown, will fall from the trees and burrow back into the ground, starting the 17-year cycle again. The cicadas won't hurt you. They don't sting. They're not venomous. They get a bad rap because they remind people of the plagues of the locusts. That's a whole different critter. The cicadas set to emerge this spring in the U.S. are harmless to humans and won't wipe out our fields or gardens. And then I think there's even a little map that shows all the dots of the, and brood 10 is the purplish color. And there's a lot of purple on there. Let's see,
Yeah,
there are
there's a few down in
perhaps,
Georgia. Not
yeah.
many.
Are we sharing with the
Yeah.
class? Oh, so good, girl. Yeah, you're just so good for
Now,
our
are
show.
those the things that leave their skin on the tree? You know, when you find the empty
Right.
carcass? You know
Uh-huh.
what? Huh?
They look like big old gnarly, and then they'll be like a big ass beetle. There's 3,000 to 4,000 different species of cicadas around the world. 13 and 17-year cycles are unique to us here in North America.
But
So
they
everybody else,
shed
I guess,
their
is fairly
but they shed their skin at some point, don't they?
right.
Okay.
The nymphs do.
Hmm.
Let's see, after 17 years underground, sucking up sap from tree roots, the cicadas will surface en masse, about the size of a dime, and will litter the ground where they emerge. The emerging nymphs crawl up toward the daylight. The cicadas' only defense against predator is to arise together in an enormous swarm,
Swamp? A swan?
swarmy down on the Swanee River, overwhelming the predator's ability to eat them. So many that you can't get at. Technique is called predator saturation, and as many as 1.5 million cicadas per acre can cover
Yeah.
some areas in the eastern U.S.
Well, I remember when we used to go up to Arkansas, I used to find the little
The
carcass.
shells.
Yeah. But I wasn't sure what they were. I just knew they were some kind of bug. Yeah.
Let's see. Once above ground, the cicadas announce their arrival. Their main agitation inflicted on the rest of us is the loud buzzing mating call. The males head towards the tops of the trees and let out the whirling noise. You can fill the air 80 to 100 decibels,
They
equal to that
sing.
of a lawnmower or motorcycle. Yeah. The last time they were out was in 04. And let's see, that was the PGA's Memorial Tournament in Dublin, Ohio. It was a wash nonstop buzz, providing a noisy backdrop for television coverage as the golfers played 72 holes over the course of 4 days. Wow.
Interesting. Well, things are fixing to get crazy, y'all. In the
Hey,
next
it's
couple of
another one
weeks.
on your bingo cards. And they say the main damage that the cicadas inflict on the landscape is when the females drill the holes into slender tree branches where they'll lay their eggs.
Ah, that's
Says
interesting.
younger, vulnerable trees cover them with netting to keep the cicadas away.
Well,
And the nymphs are about the size of a grain of rice, so they're really small. They
the
fall off
eggs.
the trees. Yeah. Well, the little larvae kind of thing.
Huh.
And then they crawl underground for 17 years. Wow.
That's just crazy.
It's going to be wild.
Wonder what the
It
benefit
says,
of them is.
while above the ground, see, after the little ones drill their holes above the ground, their parents end their life stage. The cicadas piling up under trees and on the grass, returning nutrients to the soil that feed the tree and eventually their children, who dine off the sap of the tree roots.
Huh.
The whole cycle of emergence, predation, mating, birth, and death will take place over a course of about 6 weeks. So we have them for about a month before everything goes back to normal. And let's see, the next time they come out will be 2038.
Wow.
A billion of them little suckers are going to
Let's
pop
see.
out
38.
this year.
I'll be late 70s, maybe?
Let's see, 38, we're in 21. So that's 17 years from now. 7 and 4. Yeah, I'll probably be 90 something. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be late 70s, early 80s. Something like that.
Wowzer.
Yeah, Yeah, that's interesting though.
So you'll get to see him again. It'll be like Haley's Comet,
Well,
a
it
once
showed
in a
on
lifetime
on
thing.
the map way below us, like South Georgia. So I don't know.
They're all over Tennessee, but they're more the way they're
Yeah, it's
looking
like
here
they're
on that
south of
map that they
us
showed,
and then
and
north of
east
us.
for me. Yeah,
Crazy.
north and east of you, and south and east of me ish, maybe. We'll see.
I don't know. I thought I saw a bunch of them up where you were.
Could be.
Yeah, Kentucky's pretty covered.
With the brown ones, but we're the purple dots.
So what are the brown?
This is-
What's the difference in the brown and the purple?
Different years that they'll pop out.
Oh,
I get the brown ones. It doesn't say how long they are.
Interesting.
The brown looks like it's brewed 10, 14. If I'm reading that numbers right, XIV. Yeah, I think that's 14.
It looks like brown is 13 or 14. I can't tell which is which. Well, the
Right.
square brown is 14. The round brown is 13.
Are there any in Texas? Debbie says. I'll tell you what, Deb. I'll drop the link for that story here in chat on Books of Face, and you too can look at it at your leisure.
Texas in North Texas. What is the purple? The X. What is the?
That's us. That's the one that's popping this year.
Okay, so it'll be right on the Oklahoma Texas line. Debbie wanted to know.
Yeah, I dropped it in. I put our story in chat. She can look at the map. And I still have fireflies, Deb. I like fireflies. They're fun. I still go out and catch them. I'll grow up someday.
Yeah, I've only seen the shells. That's it. You know, the outer.
Oh, from the cicadas?
Skin. Yeah.
How we doing on time now, honey?
It should be going off any time now.
Well, thank you guys for tuning into the 6th and not the final episode, because I only got one more tab.
Oh yeah, on one of those that I was doing, it had links to other things, so I saved them all. So
you have more.
Yeah, this is going to go on for a while.
Oh God, this is great. I hope you guys aren't getting burned out on these strange, weird ass laws. I still have liquor laws and like 30 some odd laws from around the world.
And if anyone ever has an idea for something they want us to do on the show, just holler at one of us and let us know. Yeah,
we don't. We take suggestions. I mean, besides stick our head in the sand, we do that by ourselves.
We all share, and you can watch us up here, any of those places. And we'll see y'all next Saturday, same time, same place.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
Hi, Ruggy.